Tenía muchas ganas. Tenía muchas ganas cuando Ana me llama. En general tengo muchas ganas para volver con el equipo, para jugar por fin. Vale, un poco nerviosa, pero es normal. I think it's mostly fear, which is a normal thing. Like, I don't think we should be scared of fear. There's this thing that I always said, it's like, have the fear, but do it anyway. And I think that's how you also get rid of fear, once you do it and see that you're okay. I want to play, like, nobody wants to sit out for 11 months, but it's just for a year. So it's just crazy when the moment comes, because it's like, wow, like, it's happening finally. So obviously when I went in, to be honest though, I felt so much support and like I felt ready to play that I didn't have fear in that moment. It was mostly like an overwhelming feeling, which again, it's normal, but I felt good, like it felt good. I'm looking at the positive side of it because I couldn't control what happened. So I think from it, like, I learned a lot about myself, my body, what it needs, like discipline. I mean, you learn a lot about discipline because motivation eventually fades out, like not the general motivation, but the day-to-day doing the same thing. If you're disciplined though, you're gonna do it. And I learned that I am disciplined. And you know, I had to learn to trust the knee, all the staff that worked with me, have patience, which I didn't really have before this. Like, it's a lot of silver linings to it. But overall, I just think I learned myself more and like that I can overcome it. Because when it started, I was like, fuck, yeah, sorry. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Like, 100%. I think during this, it's hard to explain, but when you live it, it's like, I feel like a completely different person from last year. So you might not see it, but if you know me and I know myself, I know that there are a lot of differences in mental, physical, just a lot of different feelings for the better, so. For sure, I think the process was like this, to be honest. There were a lot of downs. I realized that I knew when I was down, and when I realized that, okay, FAS, this is a moment where you are down, I tried not to stay in that moment. And so I accept that I am down, and I tried to take myself out of that bad moment. And sometimes it's with help. I had a sports psychologist. In general, I think that's a great thing for any athlete to have, not just for this, but she helped me a lot. Support from my friends, support from my family, just talking about it for real. So that's why I appreciate the people that were by my side for this, because there were a lot of bad moments, and all my coaches, everybody that supported me, like, helped me get past them. Because if you stay in them too long, that's what you're not supposed to do, in my opinion. So I just tried to get out of them. Yeah, that's fun. You guys have seen me grow up, to be honest here. Yeah, I did. Because in that moment, it's like, you don't want to listen to that stuff. Like, the moment I got injured, it was like, you're going to come out better, you're going to learn yourself. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear this right now. I was angry or whatever. And I think I was angry because I was scared of the process. But everything that I was hearing and was true. Like, you grow up, but you grow with yourself because you're the only one that's going through this every day. So it's like, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, that I'm having a down moment, but only I can move on and make progress and keep going when I feel like bad. And these are things you're supposed to do. It's like, this is not congratulations for doing this. You're supposed to do this, you know, this is your job. But at the same time, doesn't take away that it's difficult and you're supposed to do it. So to be honest, I did surprise myself a lot of days, because it was a rough process for me at the beginning, because just the knee is different for everyone. So in a good way though. So it's good, like, for sure, because you're hungry for it, one, and for two, it's like, in my head, I was like, I'm about to do everything I can to get back. And like, I remember that I got out of surgery, and that day, my physio called me on video call and he was like, all right, do 10 lifts with your leg. Like 2 hours after, and that's when it started. Next day I was in physio. Like, you have, okay, because you lose everything, you have to work like 10 times as hard to gain it back. But there's a balance there. Sometimes I crossed of doing too much, and when doing too much also hurts you. So it was, again, like I said, a learning process of your body and what you need. You have to find a balance, but every day was work. Like, you never know how much work somebody throws. Like, you don't see on social media, for example, all the work that I was posting one video every month to show I was working. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the work you're supposed to do. You have to trust your team that you're doing this with, and you'll be fine, for real. I did. I always felt part of the team, but there's always this feeling like, and this isn't anybody's fault, the girls made me feel like, they always checked in on me, they always made me feel like part of a team, but there's always this inner feeling that like, you want to be more part of it. Like, before, like, you're part of something, you're still part of it, but it's from the distance. You can't really help. You can't, it's a weird feeling to explain. It's nobody's fault. It's just the inner feeling that you fight with when you have an injury. But I think the team and the girls always made me feel like I was there even when I wasn't, so. Back with my doctors in Greece, when I came to Spain for the preseason, they told me that for me, after the test that we ran and we talked, my doctors in Greece talked with my doctors in Spain, everybody talked basically, and they said that in their opinion, they think I should play 3 weeks of 5-on-5 with the team, and then how I feel, depending, to start playing the game. So the week before the Supercopa was my 3rd week of practicing with the team 5-on-5, and to be honest, I wasn't supposed to play with the cards like when we had talked in preseason, blah blah blah, but I felt good, and I'm like, there's never going to be a right moment to start playing. Okay, yes, it's the semifinals, Super Cup, Zaragoza, whatever, but okay, the next week is going to be with Skio, and the next week is going to, like, you know, if I felt good in that moment, I don't want to be like, no, wait, like, you just gotta do it. Like, but if I didn't feel good, I wasn't going to. That's another thing. Like, I had to feel okay with myself and how I felt in practice, and I felt good. So I'm like, all right, why not? You know what I'm saying? I feel good, I feel ready, and Anna put me in, and I was like, shoot, it's happening. Like, let's do it. Like, all these months, this is what you've been waiting for, so. Facts. No, it is overwhelming, but like, that support is like, it's what helped me go, you know, through these whole months. Really, as cliche as it sounds, it's like you're taking time out of your day to support me. Like, it means a lot to me, for real, and it's always gonna mean a lot, and I'm excited that everyone's excited. I'm excited that I'm excited. I'm excited that I have a great team, a great staff, the best fans. Like, I'm just excited to be coming back from an injury like this and being part of this team. I think this is like the best place for me to be able to come back from an injury like this, and yeah. There's some pointers. 1, rely on discipline and not motivation. 2, it's okay to have fear, but you gotta do it anyway with the fear, or else you're never gonna overcome it. 3, don't focus on the negatives because it already happened and you can't control it. So now control what you can control. 4, if you think you can go through this alone, you can't. So have a good support system. And 5, trust your team, trust the process, and just work hard, because when you are scared or when you are anxious about it and you don't trust it, it's false. If you've worked hard, you fall back on the confidence you get from working hard. Plus, the ACL, the new ACL, is like so much stronger than the old one. Like, you just have to trust it, even though it's hard. Like, I promise it'll be fine.
Another question, have you planned to be motivational speaker?
No, seriously. No, because I'm like, damn, I have a lot of pointers. Boom, boom. And do a good warm up and stretches. You need that extension for life.